What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we are here to take a look at one of the hottest SUVs on the market. This is the 2021 Kia Telluride. And I must say, this is an awesome looking SUV. Kia has truly stepped their game up over the past few years, and people are starting to take them a lot more seriously. I love how the squared off design is not too masculine and it's not too feminine either. It looks just right. Now, direct competitors for this Kia Telluride are the Honda Pilot and the Hyundai Palisade, but they simply just don't look as cool as this vehicle. This Kia Telluride has been finished in gravity gray, features a gray Napa leather interior that's really nice, and also features the Nightfall Package, which helps provide a more aggressive look with the black wheels and especially the black accents up front. So today, let's take a look at this Kia Telluride, which has been priced at $50,000 with all the options. Check out the exterior and interior details and see how this ride has been engineered for excellence. Taking a look at the front of the Kia Telluride, the first thing that's going to jump out at you are how it looks a little bit more aggressive than other Tellurides on the market. That's that Nightfall Package I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and that costs around $1,300. And what it gets you is gloss black lettering, gloss black surrounds around the grille, and then gloss black accents all throughout the front fascia, like these functional side air vents as well. So it really looks nice and really just brings out the design of the Kia Telluride that much more. Now, what you're gonna find underneath the hood is a 3.8 liter V6 that produces 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. That's connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 is around 7.1 seconds for that. Now, I do want to make mention that this is an all-wheel drive model as well. Now, one of my favorite features about the Kia Telluride are the amber color LEDs. I love how the rectangular shape is truly unique. It looks like nothing else on the road, and it makes the Telluride instantly recognizable from a mile away. But overall, this is a nice vehicle. I love how you got that forward-facing camera there, and then the gloss black accents all the way from the lettering down to this front splitter. It really looks nice. When it comes to the side profile, the nice looks continue. I'm loving the overall size of this vehicle. This is about 196.9 inches in length, and your wheelbase is around 114.2 inches. And you also get 8 inches of ground clearance. Now, one of the first things you might notice about this vehicle are the gloss black 20-inch exclusive wheels. That's part of that Nightfall Package. Now, your brake rotors are going to be 13.4 inches up front and 12 inches in the rear. Now, the side profile also has some nice accents as well. For example, you have this dark chrome going around the window surrounds. I think that really looks nice instead of just having the gloss black there. So it makes it pop out a little bit more there. Just really looks nice, and it doesn't go all the way up. It just accents it around the vehicle. So it's not too much and not too little as well. Now, you might also notice if you look closely, this car features 360-degree cameras. So you have your front-facing camera we mentioned when we were at the front, but on your side view mirrors, there are also cameras located here. Really helps out in parking situations. And also when you put on your turning signal, the image will be displayed in the instrument cluster of what this camera sees. Really makes this a safe vehicle to drive. When you take a look at the rear of the Telluride, the first thing I notice is it's just an overall clean look. It goes well with the overall theme of the vehicle. So I'm kind of curious as to why the designers didn't think to tuck away this windshield wiper underneath this roof spoiler. But overall, it's just a nice clean look. So starting from the top, of course, you have that nice roof spoiler we just mentioned, and then you have blacked out Telluride lettering and a blacked out Kia badge. Really looks nice against that gravity gray. So when you open up the rear hatch, of course this is an SUV, so I got to talk about the storage. You have 3 rows. With the 3rd row up, you have 21 cubic feet of storage. You can drop that to get about 42 cubic feet of storage. And then if you drop the 2nd row, you're looking at about 87 cubic feet of storage. So one touch, and then the lift gate automatically closes, nice and slow. And then it takes you over to your LED tail lamps, which look really nice and simple. They're not overstyled for the vehicle. Coming lower, you'll notice you do have an exhaust outlet here with the gloss black trim from the Nightfall Package. I do wish the exhaust was on both sides just to kind of even that out. I think that would make it look a little bit better. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. The interior of the Telluride is exceptional. First thing that hits me is the Alcantara on the roof. It even goes along the A-pillars as well, so you're not looking at plastic there. I think that's a nice touch. Starting at the top of the dash, it's covered in an injection molded material. Looks like it has some sort of faux stitching going across. You do have a 10.25-inch display here, nice and responsive. Has your Bluetooth, your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto, everything that you would need in a modern vehicle is here. Coming lower, you have a nice, generous piece of wood trim, and then your air conditioning vents, and then your quick touch buttons done in a silver accent to break up the interior. Looks nice as well. Coming lower, you do have wireless charging, 2 USB ports, and a 12-volt cigarette outlet as well. Now, you do have controls on either sides for your heated and ventilated seats. The second row actually gets heated and ventilated seats as well, which is quite impressive. You do have your traditional gear selector, 2 cup holders, and then controls for your different driving modes and center locking differential. Now, there's also an electronic parking brake button, and then your parking sensors and camera view buttons as well. And then, of course, additional storage in this center console as well. The steering wheel feels nice in your hands. It's heated, so that is a nice touch as well. Behind the steering wheel, you do have 2 analog gauges with a 7-inch digital display. Now, I do wish that Kia went ahead and gave us like a 12-inch digital display here, but that's not the ultimate deal breaker in this vehicle. I think this is a nice vehicle overall. Now, of course, you might have noticed there is light coming in the cabin. There's a sunroof here, along with a panoramic roof in the back, so that's another nice touch. Now, when it comes to the door panels, they're done in an injection molded material. You do have cold to the touch door handles, and then buttons for your 2-position seat memory. Controls for all 4 windows and your side view mirrors, and then of course storage on the bottom of the door as well. Now, the seats are particularly comfortable. As I mentioned, you're getting 3 levels of heating and cooling, but they're also 12-way power adjustable, finished in a beautiful soft and supple Napa leather. I think this is phenomenal, and Kia is really doing a great job, not only with the exterior, but with the quality of the interior and just the overall design of the interior as well. This is really nice. Let's go ahead and check out the second row. Taking a look at the second row, you're getting these nice captain's chairs covered in soft and supple Napa leather. And as I mentioned, they are heated and cooled as well. Your controls to control the heating and cooling options are located right by the window controls right here. So I like the placement of that. I also notice you do have armrests here that are adjustable. So you can just crank them up, whatever position you want. They're fully adjustable. They are a little narrow when it compares to the size of the seat. So I think they could have just been a little bit thicker to make them look a little bit more proportional, but overall the seats are really nice. Now in front of me, I did notice that the back of the front seats are covered in plastic, probably so they're easy to clean. Of course, there's a little bit of storage here in the pockets, but I also noticed the back of the front seats feature easy to access USB ports on either side there. That's a nice touch. And of course, you have a home outlet as well and a 12-volt cigarette outlet down here as well with 2 cup holders. Overall, the back is pretty nice and comfortable. And of course, you have a large panoramic roof back here. And again, that Alcantara ceiling looks nice as well. And you also have air conditioning vents located here for you, so you're not suffocating in the back. Now, before we go to the third row, I want to make mention that the door panels feature that same quality that you saw up front, except they do have manual blinds here that you can raise and lower as you prefer. That's a pretty nice touch. Let's go ahead and get to the third row. Now, to get access to the third row, all you have to do is scoot the second row seat up, pull back on the lever, and that will fold the chair, giving you proper clearance to get to the back. Now, I will say overall, my knees sit a little bit higher because, as expected, in a third row SUV, there's less space in the third row. Overall, the seats feel comfortable. You have USB ports on either side with cup holders on either side as well. And then, of course, you have light from that panoramic roof and air conditioning vents back here so you won't suffocate. Let's go ahead and get the Telluride out on the street. All right, so we're on the driving portion of the review. The 2021 Kia Telluride. This is an awesome SUV. Isha, what do you think about it?
I think it's really nice. I was really shocked that this was from Kia.
Yeah.
You know?
This is one of the hottest SUVs on the market right now. I mean, you even have people asking you if I've reviewed the Kia Telluride, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the demand for this vehicle is off the charts. And what makes it look really nice is that, you know, it seats 7 people in this particular configuration, but it doesn't look like a minivan. It looks really modern, ultra sleek from the outside, and I think it's due to that squared off design they've given it, kind of like a Range Rover a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely getting Range Rover vibes, but at a more affordable price point. Right. So this one is $50,000 with all the options it has. Looks a little bit more aggressive because you have like the Nightfall trim. That's the gloss black accents, the 20-inch black wheels. But what are your thoughts on the interior?
It's so nice. Like I said, I would not expect something like this from Kia with the, is this Alcantara?
Alcantara.
Okay.
Alcantara
so
headliner.
I've never seen Alcantara in this color, and if I have forgotten. Like, this is so pretty to me.
Right.
It's comfortable. I mean, everything just looks so fresh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And notice how the Alcantara goes all the way down.
I know.
All the way down the A-pillars. So that looks
so
really
soft.
nice.
Like, this stuff is so soft, guys. Like, you could just kind of just, you know.
Exactly. So what do you think about the seats? I see you have your ventilated seat on.
Yes, it feels very good with this humidity right now. It's super, super bright right now, too.
Right.
So I'm having a hard time to keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
But the seats are great. I have a little bit of side bolstering here, ventilated seats. I'm spacious, you know, up front here. It all just feels so good.
Right. So you have a ton of safety features. For example, if I put my turning signal on, if you look at the instrument cluster, the camera will display what's in my blind area.
Oh, wow.
So if I do the left, it'll do the same. And then, of course, you have the 360-degree parking system.
Yeah.
You have the forward collision avoidance. You know, you have the blind spot assist on the mirrors as well that alerts you if there's a car in your blind spot. So, I mean, tons of tech and tons of luxury at a great price point.
That's really cool. I noticed also with the mirrors, when you were backing up, the mirror...
They tilt down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
to give you clearance and a full view of what you're doing.
So Kia didn't come to play.
No. I am so shocked. Like, and it's a smooth ride.
Right. And it's like if you weren't in the market for an SUV, this is an SUV that will make you want an SUV.
It's really nice, guys. Like, I'm serious.
And I'm not sure if you know this, but the second row also has heated and ventilated seats.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
As well.
Oh, wow.
So those captain chairs back there, plenty of legroom, by the way, back there. But you also get the heated and ventilated seating option as well.
Cool.
So I just feel like, you know, they're really stepping their game up, and they are challenging a lot of the German manufacturers who are putting out vehicles like this, but for $20,000 to $30,000 more. Right. So
what are we looking at a price point on this?
So this one with all the options, you're looking at $50,000. I think the base, I'm not sure what the base is off the top of my head, but you know, stuff like the Nightfall trim, that was an additional $1,300.
Right. You don't need all that.
You don't need that, but it makes the exterior look.
Gotcha.
It gives it that oomph, like.
But would we say that this is an affordable range?
I would say this is affordable. A 7-passenger SUV. I'd go as far as to say it's got the luxury features in there. $50,000, that's affordable.
Gotcha.
Right? Plus you're getting the 10-year powertrain warranty with this. I mean, that's really hard to beat. Like I said, a lot of other manufacturers give you a 3-year powertrain warranty.
Wow.
3-year, 36,000 miles. This is 10-year, 100,000 miles. So Kia is really backing what they're putting out. The ride is just super smooth. The V6 gives you enough power, right?
Yeah.
Made you grab onto something.
There's some power there.
So that V6 is more than enough power. Are you setting lap records of 0 to 60 times? No, but
lap records.
You have, you have the acceleration that you need.
Right. You're not going to give us hammer time?
No Lewis Hamilton performance in this vehicle. So, but overall, the ride is really quiet. I mean, you can barely hear anything on the outside, and it's really smooth. And the cabin is just so airy. You have this sunroof, Isha, and then you have the large panoramic roof back there.
Oh, cool.
But
wow, that's really cool. I didn't notice that it was two separate. For some reason, I just thought it was one.
Yep. So I just feel like
that's cool, because when you're way in the back, it is so dark.
Right, and in this car,
feel cramped and small.
Exactly.
And that opens it up.
Right.
It really does.
And then you got the ventilation on the ceiling all the way to the back.
Notice that. That's good, because you'd be back there suffocating.
Right.
It
and
gets
then
hot.
You even have your own USB ports all the way in the third row.
And I know, because I'm usually the one all the way in the back, because I'm the smallest, so get in the back, you know?
Yeah, but you got your USB ports back there all the way in the back in the third row. They give you USB. There are a lot of SUVs on the market where USB is only on the first and second row, and then they're like, forget
Didn't
you
I
if you're
say
in the
that
third
the
row.
other day in another vehicle? I was just like, when are they going to start doing this for the...
Right.
You know, for the passengers, man? Like, come on.
Exactly.
Hey, from way back there, can you plug this in?
Right, exactly.
I mean,
you even have USB on the back of the seats. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, that's really cool. We saw that in another vehicle too.
Yep.
Seems like they're going to start doing this a little bit more in some vehicles, which is great.
Yeah. So this is a nice ride. I mean, it's got everything you can want. You have a head-up display system here, you know, telling you how fast you're going. It's nice and large, and I don't think they left any box unchecked on this vehicle.
Nice.
So this is a nice one. If you're in the market for an SUV and you haven't heard about the Telluride, you must be living underneath a rock, because this is one of the hottest SUVs out right now. So if you're looking for an SUV, definitely go check out the Kia Telluride. This is one of the best looking ones in my opinion, and it offers a lot at a reasonable price point. Isha, any closing thoughts?
I mean, it's great. I see why everybody likes it. You know, it's not something that would be expected from Kia. Seriously.
Right.
You know, it's really, really nice.
It's nice.
It's really nice.
So that was a brief review of this 2021 Kia Telluride. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this one. Is this an SUV that you would consider for your family? This SUV is instantly recognizable from a mile away with those rectangular shaped amber daytime running lamps. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves.